Fox News. Team USA is waiting to find out if its leading star, Flo Balogun, will be able to play tonight against Belgium in Seattle. An automatic one-game suspension after a red card ejection in the last match for stepping on an opponent's ankle was lifted by soccer's governing body FIFA after a phone call to its president from President Trump. Fox's Jay Berman reports that may not be the last word.
When the U.S. and Belgium meet in the round of 16, Balogun will indeed be in uniform, as for now. The Belgian Soccer Federation formally wrote to FIFA to appeal the matter, and the right to appeal was granted. The submission for the appeal had to be in by 8 a.m. Eastern Time, as well as the response from U.S. Soccer.
And that red card call itself was controversial. It doesn't appear that Balogun meant to hurt the other player. President Trump is expected to leave tonight for the NATO summit starting tomorrow in Ankara, Turkey. UK Ambassador Christian Turner spoke to Fox about the president's demand for more burden sharing. Here's Fox's Alex Hogan.
Ahead of the summit, the White House says that it's looking to what it calls a posture review of shifting the burden of Europe's defense to Europe. Britain's ambassador to the U.S. appeared on Fox saying that that's a message that the U.K. accepts.
The outgoing British Prime Minister announced a huge rise in our defense spending. It adds up to $393 billion US over the next 4 to 5 years.
President Trump will meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky at the summit. A senior U.S. official says that discussions will center on the urgency to end the war and that the president will likely also follow up with Russian President Vladimir Putin as well.
And Zelensky is asking for more international support after Russian airstrikes kill at least 18 people in and around the capital Kyiv overnight. In Rittman, Ohio, a police officer is killed. 2 others and a police dog are wounded. Shot responding to reports of gunfire at a home. That suspect and 2 other people were found dead inside the home. Several police cars with bullet holes had to be towed from the scene. America's listening to Fox News.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual-active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolaids spells powerful relief. 1,500 milligrams is our highest amount of antacid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-889-5566. That's 800-889-5566.
Today's the start of a 5-day hearing in Utah about what evidence can be introduced at Charlie Kirk's accused murderer Tyler Robinson's trial. A Georgia teacher suspended over social media comments about the murders reached a settlement with her school district.
The Southern Poverty Law Center announcing its client was awarded almost $300,000 in a settlement with their school district following her indefinite suspension shortly after the murder of Charlie Kirk. Michelle Mickens had posted to her Facebook page that the world was safer without the Turning Point USA founder who was assassinated. She called him a horrible person, a fascist full of hate for anyone who was different. The school district has not commented on the settlement, but the SPLC issued a statement saying the case illustrates that public school employees, including teachers, have a constitutionally protected right to free speech. Sue Guzman, Fox News.
House Speaker Mike Johnson says he'll do what he can to get the Save America Act passed, requiring photo ID to vote in federal elections and proof of citizenship when registering to vote.
President Trump, during his July 4th speech on the National Mall, again stated his intent to pass voting reform. Speaker Johnson said on Fox News Sunday he'll stick to his plan to get that done.
We have done this in the House now 3 times already. We're going to do it again. And I'm going to put it in a reconciliation bill so that we can get it through the Senate. The problem is there's only 53 Republicans in the Senate.
That measure would need 7 Democrats to join Republicans to get it through. Speaker Johnson said because he believes Democrats allow cheating in elections is why it won't get Democratic support. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
Michigan State Senator Mallory McMorrow has dropped out of the Democrats' primary for U.S. Senate in a race that's now down to Congresswoman Haley Stevens. She's considered the more establishment candidate against Dr. Abdul El-Sayed, supported by the party's more progressive wing. I'm Chris Foster. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Public libraries and public schools across central Illinois getting $1.25 million upgrades. Money's part of the Illinois Secretary of State's Public Library Per Capita and Equalization Aid Grants, Security and Construction Grants, and School Library Grants Program. Farmer City Raceway hosting its annual Fan Appreciation Night Friday, drawing large crowds for extended racing events and a late-night fireworks show. Gates open at 4 with racing continuing past sunset. Before those fireworks capped off a fun night, organizers said, noting strong attendance and smooth operations. Champaign police say officers were called to the 300 block of North Neal Street early Saturday after reports of a large disturbance involving several individuals leaving nearby bars. No serious injuries reported, but officers issued multiple citations for disorderly conduct. They say the increased patrols downtown through the holiday weekend were due to higher foot traffic. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Yeah, coming off the 4th of July, kind of fired up. Have you heard of this song?
America's 250.
Do you know this?
I don't.
This is kind of a hot, one of the better songs to come out of the FIFA thing and the whole, called Welcome to the Land of the Free. Is it Jason Stills? I'm not even sure who does it. Anyway, it's really good.
The ocean, didn't know what to expect. Saw the skyline out the window and I nearly broke my neck. Landed in Atlanta where the Georgia pines run green. And I said, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Pulled up to a Waffle House at 1 a.m. real late. Hash brown scattered, smothered, covered, 10 out of 10, it's great. Discovered free refills and I almost lost my mind. Found the kind of welcome that I never thought I'd find. Welcome to the land where the whole world comes to play. Flags from every nation waving proud and on display. From Boston to LA, from Dallas to the sea. 80,000 voices, this is what it means to be free. Hey! Welcome to the land, yeah, we're rolling out the door.
Yeah, good.
Love it.
Yeah, welcome to the land of the free. I got it on YouTube and loved it.
Welcome to the land of the free.
Yeah, all right. We are off the 4th of July. I hate to say this. It's kind of the backside of summer.
Yes, it is.
Like 60 days till we get to the football game, Greg.
Yeah. Hey, I like the reference to Waffle House.
Yeah, I know. No,
I didn't hear
when the
anything about
Soleils are down in the
ranch
Keys, there's a
dressing
Waffle House down the road there in Key Largo that we frequent in the morning.
No, listen, who doesn't like the Waffle House?
I love that place, man.
They got
For
really
breakfast,
good,
awesome.
Really good waffles, right?
I get the grits bowl, but
do you?
they probably do have good waffles. So
well, that's
coffee's good.
Very Americana.
Yeah.
Waffle House. Anyway, cool song. Welcome to the land of the free. I've never looked forward to a soccer game in my life. Oh, and maybe when I was head coach of the 5-year-olds at Champaign Park.
Yes.
But other than that, no, listen, I'm this has got so many elements to it now with the, I thought, bad red card on the kid.
Got revoked, right?
Well, the president called the FIFA guy.
Yes.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Did he?
President Trump called the FIFA guy and said, could you review it?
Yeah.
I think 90% of the folks that saw that didn't look intentional.
Right.
I said Friday, I don't know the culture of what these guys are into. Maybe they're sneaky good at trying to hurt people, but I thought it was an accident. Anyway, I think most people did. So it got suspended.
Yes.
For a year, and so they can come back, and if anything happens again questionable, they can reimpose it kind of thing.
That's right.
So this guy is playing tonight for the U.S. against Belgium. Belgium has gone apoplectic. They've gone crazy.
Okay.
Apoplectic, just nuts because this isn't fair. This isn't the 4th of July. It's April Fool's. How can you do that? So now they're very distracted, which is great because Belgium probably quite a bit better than us.
Oh, okay.
They're very, very, very good at
right.
soccer. Yeah. So anyway, so now they've appealed as of an hour ago. And they've gone to FIFA and say, no, you can't do that. Oh, we're appealing. So I love the fact that they're now thinking about soccer.
Right.
True.
So it's in Seattle tonight. Well, late. No, it's 7 o'clock Central.
7 o'clock.
Yeah. So anyway, I am actually looking forward to soccer tonight.
Me too.
Which is, wow, that's a first.
No,
the whole
Fox.
thing, on Fox, the whole FIFA thing has really grabbed us a little bit because we're winning.
Absolutely.
And if it was like, somebody, I wouldn't be interested. But I am now. All right, off we go, 7:10. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Morning.
Welcome to July 6th.
Yes.
Greg, I thought you were pretty spot on. We went to Clinton.
Yeah.
And floated around for about 40 minutes. It's really interesting. You're watching radar and you're going, okay, when do you think we should? You don't have to do that. Watch the boats. I mean, it was a line
They were
of
able to
everybody
get back
was
to shore okay?
all sprinting at the same time.
I see.
Yeah, we got in, and once we got everything buttoned up, it just came down. Perfect timing on that one. But
there were issues up around the Lake Geneva area that did not end well for some folks up there. Storms a few days ago. Glad it worked out here.
With the way the conditions were, those things just pop up. They just form, don't they?
They form and they move and they pack a wallop. Yeah, and that explosive atmosphere was not surprising the degree of how quickly things flared up yesterday. So I should say front part of the weekend. Yeah,
we were there at Clinton getting ready to go out for just a bit, and a young man came up and said, "Are you Stevie J?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I golfed with your son Nathaniel at Monticello." And Tyler Taylor lives in Bloomington, works for his dad out of Monticello, Doug Taylor Construction. Nice young man, and just nice to meet you, and appreciate you coming up. Okay, mister, I thought you were right on. You thought it might be some ABCDE kind of alternatives. Yep. And it timed out pretty well. It delayed a little bit. So
we had a delay on our evening program, but still terrific music from Captain Rat and the Blind Rivets, Urbana High School's Clarinet Ensemble with some patriotic songs to start us off at 7 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock. And, of course, the crowd started to come out, and the 9:15 fireworks were fantastic with the Champaign County Freedom Celebration.
Well, that's awesome. It's meteorologist Greg Solier, brought to you this morning by Sweet Petunia, antiques, collectibles, and so much more in the Outlet Mall area in beautiful Tuscola. All right, sir, Mr. Accurate, we got a little more clouds and kind of a misty feel this morning.
Yes.
What's our week looking like?
Well, we have quieted down the weather picture and certainly brought temperatures into more realistic and comfortable levels, and humidity coming on down with time as well, as opposed to those mid and upper 70 explosive type dew points that helped a few of those thunderstorms that generated anywhere from 3/4 of an inch on the lower side, generally speaking, to about 3/4 to an inch and a quarter. Some spots were as much as 2 or 3 on a couple of 2 or 3 go-arounds during the course of Saturday into Sunday. So here we are with a drier day underway, a little dampness and mistiness and some standing water back in the fields, and of course assessing where there might have been some wind-related issues as well on the back 40. 69 at Willard and Savoy, 70 at Rantoul, and over at Danville as well. The dew point is somewhere in the mid to upper 60s on average, so still that muggy feel and some patches of haze and fog out there. That'll give way to a partly sunny day and maybe a stray late morning or afternoon shower thunderstorm in 1 or 2 spots. Not the coverage that we had here on the 4th, up to 83. We're moving out of the backside of this weather system. There are bigger rains forecast for parts of Ohio and points out of the east. 65 tonight as they break the heat wave out there temporarily. Sunshine tomorrow and Wednesday too. 85 for the high, 86 on Wednesday. That's more seasonal for early July across the area. And then we get back into trying to get the hot ridge to move to the east. It will begin to do so. Systems over the top of the ridge riding outbreaks of thunderstorm activity. They'll get going late morning and afternoon on Thursday with a high up near 88. Better odds for showers, thunderstorms Friday at 84. That'll wind down on Saturday with lowering humidity somewhat at 85. And here comes the heat for Sunday, more so Monday, Tuesday next week. High temperatures early next week back north of 90 degrees. For Stevie Day Broadcasting, I'm Blorcious, Greg Solier.
All right, a lot of sports. Let's check your sports headlines. Cardinals and Cubs over the weekend. I said the Cardinals, if they could go 7-7 in this really hard stretch, they'll be a competitor for the wild card, which I think is fantastic for a team that's only supposed to win 70 times this year. Yeah, the Cardinals won 4 out of 6 against Atlanta and Chicago with 4 out of 6, 8 more, 5 with Milwaukee, the leader.
Right.
And then 3 with Atlanta before the break. All-Star break will be a week from today. They'll have about 4 days off.
Okay.
All right.
Well, the Cubs prevent a sweep with the 6-4 win yesterday. Let's get your Redbird recap.
The Redbird recap is sponsored by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Heal your home with Helitech.
With Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney, and yesterday at Wrigley Field, the Cardinals erased a 2-0 deficit on a Jordan Walker 3-run homer in the 6th inning, only to give the runs right back and then some, as 2 errors and a leadoff walk led to a 4-run 6th on the way to a Cubs 6-4 win.
3 unearned runs did the Cardinals in. They did mount a comeback later. They were able to score a run in the 8th inning and got the tying run to the plate in the 9th inning. So they still had a lot of fight to them, but they couldn't overcome the defensive miscues that came at the wrong time.
So the Cardinals finished up their road trip yesterday, taking 2 out of 3 in Atlanta and 2 out of 3 in Chicago.
A 4-2 road trip is more than most of us thought would happen. Really well played throughout the week.
Back home to face the Milwaukee Brewers for the first game in a 5-game series over the next 4 days. It'll be Dustin May on the mound. Broadcast time tonight, 5:50. Ricky has the lineups at 6:35. I'll bring you the first pitch at 6:45.
Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair is offering 50% off labor on qualifying projects. If you're seeing cracks, leaks, or sinking concrete around your home, don't wait. Let the Helitech experts identify the problem and provide proven solutions to protect your home and your investment. Call Helitech or visit helitechonline.com to schedule your free inspection today.
Heal your home with Helitech.
Yeah, Jordan Walker, the 20 home run mark and selected to the All-Stars.
Well, he's having 20 home runs, 67 RBIs is Albert Pujols and Mark McGwire levels. He's trending toward 130 to 140. Last guy to get 140 RBIs for the Cardinals in a season was Mark McGwire, asterisk. Albert Pujols had 137 and another at 135. He's that level this year. Nuts.
I'm glad to see it.
This is how it works in baseball and any sport. You don't think you got this thing going on, and then all of a sudden the kid turns it around. Good for him.
That's right. Chicago White Sox over Cleveland 7-6 yesterday. They'll host Boston at 6:40 tomorrow. The Cubs will host Baltimore tomorrow at 6:45. So just take note. That game over on US 105.9. It looks like Mihailo Petrovic will be leaving the Illini and heading to Seton Hall.
Yep, he announced that he's leaving like months ago, but he had to find a fit. And Mihailo Petrovic, guy never played much. He won the Minnesota game. We were just flat as a pancake, and he came in that first half. We were down 8, and he tied it by half, him alone. So he had a total victory, I think, in his pocket. In fact, at the end of the game, Brad Underwood said we wouldn't have won without Mihailo Petrovic today. So he played great. He's a good player. He's 23 years old. He's got 2 years of eligibility.
That's
right. You watch Seton Hall get better now. He's a good player.
Okay.
I mean, what, you going to take Heaton Wagler out? I don't think so.
Chris Gotterup made up a 5-shot deficit yesterday at the John Deere Classic in Silvis and was at 9 under 62 when he grabbed that trophy with his brother Patrick, who was working the bag for him as caddy.
Awesome. Yeah, that's one of those boys aren't here. Let's try and see if we can get some attention. They had a lot of no-name 5 Illini in there, and not so good. I think one guy made the cut, André Chichon. Yeah, the French fellow.
That's right.
Anyway, we have a great golf tradition here. They did not play as well as they wanted in Silvis, where they had rain delays. Stuff like that was happening.
So USA, Belgium, and Seattle at 7 o'clock tonight. That's pretty much the headline we hit when we opened up the show.
First time in my life.
Excited about soccer.
I'm actually looking forward to a soccer match. Sorry, All right, we check your weather this morning. Brought to you by Carl.
Reminding you, they're always looking for good members of the team. If you're passionate about healthcare, you can find out more details at carlhealth.org/careers.
Yeah, Brother Johnny called me yesterday about soccer. I'm calling him for a few minutes here in just a second.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, here's your weather. Meteorologist Greg Solier.
Well, we get everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Hopefully you made it through A-OK and the barrage of thunderstorm activity over the front part of the holiday weekend. 3/4 to a bucket a quarter on the lower side, but many locales at 1 to 2 and some pockets of close to 3 inches on some of those repetitive outbreaks of showers and thunderstorms. They still linger, or at least will do so later on this morning in a real spotty coverage basis this afternoon as well. Highs up to 83. Humidity down a few knocks. That'll help with a light north wind. Lingering shower chance this evening. Partly cloudy in the overnight. 65. Maybe a fog patch tomorrow morning, as we're seeing in some areas early on this morning. With sunshine tomorrow at 85 with a light northeast wind. 60s tomorrow night. Mostly sunny. 86 on Wednesday. Second half of the week back into chasing widely scattered showers and thunderstorms Thursday. Better odds Friday. They'll wind down Saturday. High temperatures in the upper 80s on Thursday. Friday high of 84. And largely dry weather for the weekend with high temperatures into the 80s. For CBD Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soltke.
This is the run my own business dream. This is the college is paid for dream. This is the retire early dream. This is Busey, where your dreams and possibilities become moments through trusted guidance and expertise, through lifelong relationships. Because we're here to help you achieve the life you've always envisioned. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini.
I'm Charles Payne, and this is the Fox Business Report.
There's merger news. Novartis is getting bigger. It's buying British biotech company Merix Bio. It's developing new antibody treatments for cancer. Novartis will pay $1.1 billion up front, with up to $400 million in potential additional payments. And NBC Universal parent company Comcast is also expanding. Comcast Sky unit will buy ITV's media and entertainment unit for up to $2.1 billion. The deal follows Comcast's decision to separate its media from its tech business. Crude oil prices are lower after OPEC Plus decided to increase production. Also, the continued recovery in shipping through the Strait of Hormuz is helping prices to moderate. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
Most investments today feel like second jobs. Real estate, you're a landlord. Stocks, you're a day trader. Crypto, you're a full-time researcher. You've got a life to live. Your investment should help you live it. That's why more Americans are choosing gold. Noble Gold has helped thousands protect their future with real physical gold. Visit NobleGoldInvestments.com to get your free wealth protection kit. That's NobleGoldInvestments.com. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. Investing in precious metals, including gold, involves risks. Consult with your tax attorney or financial professional before making an investment decision.
We have Nate Evans of the Nate Evans Group with eXp Realty with us. And Nate, the biggest shifts you're seeing in real estate so far this year are...
Diane, these are great questions. We've been getting these lately. 2026 is not 2025. I think we're walking into a market that a lot of agents haven't ever navigated before. We've had to pivot and start giving different advice to our sellers and even our buyers. But the market is quickly changing. It's softened up a little bit, and it's doing it fast. So I think if we're not predicting what's going to be happening in a few months from now, we're probably not delivering on what the consumer's really needing. If we're pricing and acting in yesterday's market, we're way behind already, and it's going to end up costing the consumer a lot of money.
Well, I know if people want to explore their options with you and your team and eXp Realty, you really can get the process going as you visit the website, NateEvansGroup.com, and start packing.
Looking for your new favorite hangout? Head to Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. They're open 7 days a week with daily food specials that keep things fresh and affordable. And Sundays? It's Sunday Fun Day from 1 to 4 with live entertainment that brings the party to life. Don't miss their massive 8,000 square foot patio. Perfect for kicking back with friends. Feeling competitive? Jump into their sand volleyball leagues this spring and summer. Co-ed teams, great vibes, and even better memories. Route 45 Wayside in Pasodum. Great food, live music, and fun all week long.
Hey, we're looking for a couple of really professional drivers that know the ropes and would like to get a home where they're treated with respect, getting home every weekend, making a good wage, and doing the right thing safely. Yeah.
Awesome. 2 people. All right. And how would they connect with you for that?
They can get me at TIMO@GFTLOG.com or 765-793-7131 extension 4, or even my cell phone right now, 765-505-1295.
And then for dedicated diesel off Route 45 on Triumph Drive, as you're driving toward Rancho Bay on the left-hand side, you'll find dedicated diesel. What do you offer there?
Hey, we've got a couple of good mechanics and trailer mechanic and tractor mechanic right now. We're doing DOT annual inspections, trailer repair, truck repair, just whatever you need, we can take care of.
Wow, that's really nice to know because, we have to drive into some other cities. Not convenient. You can't get all that done here in Urbana at dedicated diesel.
Looking for bold flavor and a good time just down the road? Head to Smoke and Shine Moonshine Bar and Grill on Route 45 in Tolono, where the food is slow smoked and the fun comes easy. Sink your teeth into tender brisket, juicy pulled pork, mouth-watering wings, and smash burgers done right. And don't miss what locals call the best patty melt around. Pair it all with one of their 28 flavors of moonshine. Happy hours from 3 to 5 and catch live music every Saturday night. For more updates and their full menu, like Smoke and Shine on Facebook.
I think it's been unbelievable timing that so many people from around the world are in America, and they're raving about ranch dressing and the love of the freedom and the Waffle House and all these other things. And Take Me Home, Country Roads, John Denver is an anthem now.
Yes.
It's unbelievable. Brother Johnny, who called yesterday, that's the first time in my life I've talked to one of the great humans on earth that has ever brought up soccer.
What about soccer, Stevie?
I can't believe what you told me, that the President of the United States asked the FIFA guy, who, by the way, at the end of all of this, the FIFA guy and the President will award the trophy. And so he obviously knows him. He just asked for a review of the red card from our guy from the last match. And lo and behold, they suspended the red card for another year. And Belgium has gone, what is the word? Not apoplectic. I don't, something. Apoplectic?
You could say ballistic. They just gone ballistic. Okay. Apoplectic.
Apoplectic.
That's it. Okay.
Well, they just said it was astonishing. They don't do that. And he just asked for a review. Was, by all accounts, a pretty bad call, Steve. But we get our man.
Yeah. Well, now, an hour ago, they appealed to FIFA. Belgium did. So they're asking for that to not happen. So I guess they check it. I don't know.
Yeah, you can argue that one, but and yeah, I think we could beat them either way. We won the game anyway with the man down. That's another thing about soccer, Steve.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't replace the guy. What's that? Hockey does that for a little while, but 36 minutes? What? That's nuts. Mm-hmm. Anyway,
you got less guys out there.
I know. I actually turned it. I was so upset. That sucks. I said I don't like soccer. That's so unfair. And I think most of the people believe that should not have been a red. And I don't know.
They didn't even call it, Steve. It was not even a foul on the field. They didn't even give him a yellow because it didn't. It looked like a typical soccer play. And by the way, if you turned it, you didn't see our guy kick the goal on a free kick, which was unbelievable.
Yo, my. I came back for that. I did see that.
And someone had already stepped on his foot, which was bleeding because it had a hole in it. And they took his, nobody called anything. Yeah. It's just part of the game. And so I think it's good. I don't know. That doesn't mean we're going to win the game.
No, Belgium's
get our full team.
They're really good. Mm-hmm. Belgium's really good. So are we,
but
man.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think we...
You there?
I'm all in on it.
You're at the Blue Ridge Mountains. You're fading in and out. You're at your camp for kids, teaching them about Jesus Christ. How's that going?
Great. We got a good camp, good crew, good program, and maybe 250 kids.
Wow,
it's awesome. A good size.
Yeah.
It's a good size.
What are the ages?
And there's middle schoolers. So Lennox is here for her first camp.
No
Lennox.
way. She's not that old. Is she middle school?
Almost. She'll be 11. Almost 11. And that's 6th grade. 6th grade is, if you're a rising 6th grader, you can come.
Okay. Wow. I can't believe it. And she's
nice.
What a great time of life to have this message for these kids.
No, we need that for sure.
Yeah, and they're having a great time.
All right,
and it's great to have a group of them.
I'll let you go, but I want to let you know before we come on, the show called Unsportsmanlike on ESPN National has just adopted an NFL team for the season, and it's the New Orleans Saints.
Mm.
They say...
Well, so what does that mean exactly?
Well, they're going to call Kellen, whatever his name is, the coach. They're going to have...
Yeah, Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore. They're going to get Tyler Shuck, which is spelled Shough. No rule in the English language suggests that should be Shuck, but...
Well, it's Scottish. So
they said it's German.
That explains everything. Yeah, okay.
Anyway, Tyler Shuck they love him. They think the Saints are in a weak division where the 8-9 Carolina Panthers won their division last year. They think the New Orleans Saints got it going on, picking a wide receiver in the first round. So I don't know. That's kind of cool. If the Saints could scare the playoffs, I think that'd be pretty awesome.
Well, that's pretty good news, and I just hope the president calls officials every now and then. That'll help.
Could the president call the IHSA and call pass interference on the Unity receiver against Byron, could we go back and
Hey,
do
we're all
what?
good now because we're all on the Illini. It's all good.
I'll ask Senator Kennedy if he could ask the president to ask them to review that.
That's right. No, listen, I'll be watching soccer. Pretty fired up, Johnny. Thanks for the call yesterday because I hadn't heard the president had gotten involved.
No, he weighed in, and I don't know. I think it's fine. I think it's a shame to have a guy, and he scored more goals for our team than anyone else. So it's not
he's our best guy.
It's a good player. So they got some good guys. And I like Jim Gray. You remember Jim Gray?
Oh, yeah.
He's
Love Jim, yeah.
I've met him several times with Ditka. And he said, well, if Belgium's good enough to beat the USA, they'll beat us. If they're not, they're not. And they need to quit complaining. He said it was a bad call. And he said he had to sit out the whole rest of the game, and we went without a man.
Yeah,
that's
right.
penalty enough for that.
No, I agree.
And anyhow, it's just a matter of tradition versus the president weighing in, which is a little unconventional. I just happen to like our president, Stevie J. You know,
I do too.
That'll be I think the quarterfinals if we win this game tonight.
Yeah, this is Sweet 16, I believe.
That's right.
Yeah. No, it's so. And again, we've won 10 matches since 1920, so we're doing quite well here.
I think we made the quarterfinals in 2002. I believe I read.
Okay.
But I don't know if we've ever gotten any further than that.
No, I don't think so. This is generally not a USA sport. So
I was so into our local celebration with the Champaign County Freedom Celebration on the 4th of July. I missed what happened in Washington, D.C. Did you see some of it, Johnny?
Oh, yeah. They had, well, it was hot, really hot. But they had, of course, each state had a booth, which would have been pretty nice. I'd have liked to gone. And then it had some big storms that delayed everything for 3 hours. And the fireworks was crazy. It was just crazy. 851,000 fireworks set off. And it looked like more of a war scene from television. I think Philo's was a little better, Steve.
No, I do too. Philo's my all-time favorite. Fireworks last year.
Well, Tolona Fun Days is certainly good too.
Tolona's got a darn good show. My favorite is Philo's last year.
Here we go.
That's it. Darn good.
Hey, Philo, didn't Tolona do the drone thing?
Yeah.
Diane?
Yes, we
that's
did.
Cool.
Yeah,
it turned out to be on Sunday, June 28th, instead of the Friday, June 26th, because of the weather. But we really enjoyed that, and so many people came up to me during the 4th of July festivities saying they really enjoyed that. Some of the bottom of the different designs that the company out of Michigan, Firefly, had come up with, it needed to be just a hair higher. So if we do hire them back, we're not going to do 400 feet. We're going to do 600 feet to make sure they're way up there.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty easy to fix, I'm guessing. But it's great. Across the country, we're celebrating 250 years, and it's a great day to be an American.
That's right.
It truly is, Johnny. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. Keep going with the camps. You're doing great work doing the Lord's work. You and Bobby. Excellent.
All right. And keep your eye on that game tonight.
No, we will.
What happens.
Thank you. Talk to you from the Blue Ridge Mountains, Brother Johnny, for a few moments this morning. 7:33 news coming up.
Crime doesn't pay, but we do. Champaign County Crime Stoppers offers huge cash rewards to concerned citizens just like you, who provide anonymous tips that help law enforcement make arrests and keep crime out of our communities. Tips are 100% anonymous, and we pay cash rewards of up to $5,000. Have a tip? Call 217-373-TIPS or visit ChampaignCountyCrimeStoppers.org. Crime doesn't pay, but helping us solve one certainly does.
Flooring Surfaces in Champaign isn't just a carpet store. It's your destination for the latest innovations in flooring. You'll find a curated collection of the best porcelain tiles, fine wool and pattern carpets, beautifully crafted hardwoods, and performance floors made to withstand life's messes. All in a renovated showroom designed to inspire your creativity. Your next floor can be truly stunning. Let Flooring Surfaces show you how at 401 Mercury Drive in Champaign.
Flooring Surfaces, your first stop.
Everyone knows that when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize a used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
Here's a look at local news. Well, Illinois State Police charging 2 people in connection to the Plainfield man whose remains were found in Lake Mattoon Sunday night. Voters found an arm floating in the water, identified later as 38-year-old Dale Wayne Turner. Just after the discovery, 26-year-old James Adams and 62-year-old Robin Turner identified as suspects. Urbana Fire responding to a garage fire in East California Avenue Sunday morning. Crews got there within 20 minutes, preventing it from spreading to the home. No injuries reported. Investigators say the fire does appear accidental, possibly linked to electrical equipment stored inside. Champaign Park District says attendance higher than expected for its 4th of July weekend programs, including Saturday's daytime activities at Centennial Park. Staff reporting steady crowds throughout the afternoon despite warm temps. No major incidents were reported. Organizers say the weekend marked one of the strongest holiday turnouts. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Weather this morning brought to you by Busey Bank for over 158 years. It's Busey. And by Kurt Lenschow. He's at State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Kurt and State Farm are there. Here's Greg.
Look at everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana vicinity as expected. Front part of that holiday weekend, 4th of July weekend. Showers and thunder anywhere between 3/4 and a bucket a quarter on the lower side. 2 to 3 in some other areas. Those back into standing water mode in some fields. And of course, some degree of a little more cleanup and recovery coming off spats of severe weather. Quieter spell of weather ahead this week. More rain and thunderstorm activity later on to the week. Humidity down a little bit for the day-to-day. Still some patches of fog and low clouds around this morning, and then a partly sunny balance of the day. Stray shower chance late morning and afternoon at 83 down to 65. Maybe an evening shower threat early on tonight. Tomorrow, sunny and 85. Middle 80s return with sunshine for the day on Wednesday. Back into shower and thunderstorm activity Thursday. Lesser odds on Friday. They'll wind down early Saturday. Highs of 88 on Thursday. Friday high up to about 84. Middle and upper 80s for the weekend. More hot weather early next week as we climb north of 90. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
When sewer or septic trouble hits, visit Berg Sewer and Septic. Family owned and proudly serving Central Illinois, Berg specializes in sewer repair, septic service, water line repairs, sump pumps, and drainage solutions. They don't upsell, they solve the problem right the first time. From backups to breakdowns, count on Central Illinois' most trusted septic service. Berg Sewer and Septic. Dependable, honest, local. Get a second opinion you can trust. Visit bergtanksinc.com.
Yeah, I think it's 60 days or so till we're playing Labor Day. Is that Thursday? Yeah.
And that's like September 3rd?
I don't know. I know this is July 6th.
And we should enjoy the summer, Stevie, without thinking about football in the fall and how close it's getting.
25 days till campus starts repopulating.
But yes,
I think that's good.
It is Thursday, September 3rd.
Okay. September 3rd, Thursday for Illinois football, so less than 60 days
Let's
as we
go.
count it down.
And thanks again to the U of I for hosting the Champaign County Freedom Celebration. They're in Lot 31. So excited about the season ahead and able to MC and bring in so much talent and stuff like that and say ILLI to get the crowd revved up.
It's awesome. How was the ground? Kind of soaking? Or?
It was, and I'm hoping we can make good on some of these little divots and stuff like that
They'll figure it out.
from having the stage out there. In Lot
That's
31.
okay. It'll recover.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's the Belgium soccer coach after he heard about the reversal of the red card.
Rudy Garcia.
Your colleagues over there in individual interviews, I didn't know that in the FIFA offices. The 5th of July corresponded to the 1st of April, and in Europe it was a discovery for me. I think you should refer to the statement from Federation, the Belgian Federation. I think a lot of things are in there. The Belgian Federation, it does not defend itself. It does not defend the national team. It defends football in general. It defends its integrity. It defends its ethics. As I was telling your colleagues over there.
Okay, so he's not happy. He said it's April Fool's Day instead of 4th of July.
That's right.
And that's all right. You remember when Illinois was faced with a Sweet 16 game with Houston? In Houston? Remember what Brad Underwood said? I could care less.
Okay.
He didn't make it an issue.
That's right.
Belgium is mad because our best player got called on a very questionable red card, meaning he had to leave the game. You can't replace the player for the rest of that game, 36 minutes. And then out the next game?
Right.
It's kind of like targeting.
Folarin Balogun cleared to play in this round of 16 match today. At
Waiting
7
for
o'clock.
the appeal decision, as Belgium has appealed it, but the focus is not on the soccer. It's on how cheated they were. And those guys know that was a questionable one. I mean, it's also subjective. But if you go it in full speed, had he not turned his ankle so badly, and by the way, he kept playing, so it looked like he broke his ankle. Had it not been so, I wonder if anything it wasn't called on the field. They had to go to the slow motion.
I see.
I'm not sure that's even legal. So he appealed based on the president called the FIFA guy and said, could you guys at least review it? To be on another game? So I don't know if we can beat Belgium. They're an outstanding soccer team.
Some of the Belgian players are talking about we would have been able to be more mentally prepared, perhaps, had they done this earlier.
Well, okay. But you guys have been playing
We'll be
soccer
ready. We'll be
long
there on
time.
the pitch. We'll have 11 players, not only Balogun.
We'll see what happens, but boy, it's brought more intrigue to it. And I think anybody that saw that would say, why did he get that for that? It was he wasn't looking around for his face was toward the sky, and he hit the guy's ankle, but I don't think you can plan that. It was so fast and real speed. They're also quick. They're also amazing with their feet. It's quite amazing. All right, 7:41. Jordan Walker is having a breakout season, a guy that has struggled mightily. He was at our Cardinal Caravan, I think, 3 seasons ago. Oh, he's going to be unbelievable. He's great. Mason Wynn, that's my guy. That's my guy. Jordan's huge, 6 foot, whatever, 6. He's a big guy. So here's Ollie Marmol in the locker room after the Cub game yesterday.
All right, I don't have to remind anybody in this room.
Manager of the Cardinals.
This game is hard, and there's a ton of ups and downs and, twists and turns in this game. And so many times where we get in a place where we doubt ourselves. This is why this one's super special. This all-star selection, J-Walk, isn't about, in my opinion, 3 months of production, brother. This is about 3 years of perseverance, and you've done a hell of a job. This whole entire room has seen this dude get criticized, sent down, a ton of people doubting whether you would ever become the player that you're becoming right now. And through that entire process, you have stayed true to yourself. That's special. Last week we talked about, just confidence you borrow from results, disappear with the results. But when you draw it from who you're becoming, nobody can take that from you, dude. And this is a great example of that. So be proud of also the guys in this room, because a lot of these boys had your back through that process. And today we get to congratulate you for being an all-star.
Jordan Walker getting a hug from Ollie Marmol.
I had my bag every step of the way. Reached out to me when I really needed it. At the bottom. But I don't even know what to say, man. It's truly an honor, and y'all are with me the whole way through, so it means a lot. I'm almost in tears right now because just y'all know how hard it was for me, for sure, these past few years. So it means the most. I can celebrate it with you all. So I appreciate you all. Thank you.
Jordan Walker in the locker room with the Cardinals. I interviewed him when he was here, and he did react to something I said. I said, I'm here with Jordan Walker, outstanding incoming outfielder for the Cardinals, and we are about the same height. And he said, no, we're not.
And then you said,
I know you are, but what am I?
And then you said, I could post you up. No, you can't. Aaron was at another play.
He's really tall. Anyway, nice young man. Oh, they're all nice young men. Having going through this with Jacob Hurtubise, my son-in-law, man, there are so many ups and downs and unknowns. I think 90% of these guys are so humble, because even if you have a good season, it doesn't mean that much until you sign the dotted line that gives you a darn good contract. Pete Crow Armstrong signed a $110 million contract kind of early, and then he was awful. And guess what? They were letting him know he was only going to get like $10 million a year for 10 years. It's a lot of money. But he could have gotten a lot more had he just waited and had a breakout. But the bottom line is these guys have doubt all the time. And it's hard when you're trying to hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball that's moving, and you got a round bat. Very, very difficult. Jacob is playing in Double-A Biloxi, and the Milwaukee Brewers have done something with Jacob that no other club has done. Cincinnati, Seattle, Houston, where he has played. They said, let's do something different. And he has tweaked his swing, and he's hitting the ball harder than he's ever hit it. So Milwaukee, give them credit for trying to say, here, we see something, let's try this, and he did it. And he's hitting the ball squarely more often with more velocity, and everything is so much the numbers, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, it's the bottom line is it's a very hard game, and you think, well, that's hard. They live out of a duffel bag. Unless you make it to the big leagues, before that time, you're making $400, $500, or maybe $600 a week, and that's it. And there are 5 guys in an apartment, quite a bit of beer and some weed. So
okay.
That's how it is, man. It's hard. These kids are come and gone. And, there's a billion of them, so it doesn't matter if anybody's that might not miss you. There's so many guys that want to live the dream.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy just called up the other day that was in the minor leagues 14 years. 14 years in the minor leagues and got called up. How do you do that? You live at home. You can't support yourself.
Right.
Anyway, baseball's tough. Jordan Walker, amazing year. 20 home runs, 67 RBIs, almost at the All-Star break. He's trending toward Albert Pujols type of numbers if he can do this in the second half. What will happen probably is a guy that comes up and he's hot and he's doing well, they just won't pitch. You have to hit a ball if you want to hit a home run because they're not going to throw a strike.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to paint the corners. They're going to put it where you're not as good. You have to get better at that. It's a game of adjustments, but it's something else. All right, ESPN 93.5. I told you I had to fix my toilet. I determined there was a bad center gasket. How about that?
Okay.
Leaking a little at the base of the tank. This is a DIY thing.
Yes. So you just YouTubed it or something?
Yeah, I did some homework on it. I really felt comfortable that was the problem. And so here I go trying to turn off the water.
Yes.
Number one. Then you have to get the tank off for that one.
Okay.
So I'm working on all that, and all of a sudden, where I turned off the water started pouring out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That's an uh-oh. And I'm trying to get hold of Janet, who's in the laundry room downstairs, and she can't hear me, so I call her. Thankfully, she answered.
Okay.
I said, could you bring a lot of towels? We've got a problem.
Okay.
Water is spewing out of Grace's bathroom.
Okay.
And so I've got a bucket. I'm trying to keep it in the bucket, but I got to empty the bucket, so I just got to let it spew while I empty the bucket and bring it back. I mean, we've got ourselves a mess here.
Mm-hmm.
So bottom line is, and I use Lands, I use ABC Heating Air, I used Fred's. I got hold of Justin Eink from Fred's. And what had happened is when I turned the water off, you tell me what sense this makes. You got a metal handle under the toilet that you turn off the water.
Yes.
Inside the metal handle is a plastic part.
Oh.
I turned it too tight and broke the plastic part.
Oh, shoot.
Why would you put a plastic part in a metal? Anyway, it's my fault. But I was salty. Why would you put a plastic? So I hooked it back up to the toilet. I tightened the little plastic threads, and it was at least leaking in the toilet, so we were safe. The water was stopped on the floor. We had towels everywhere. And so I thought it was ironic as I was about to flood everything in my life, Noah came to my house. The ark.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he says, I get that sometimes. So he showed me how to turn the house water off. Do you know how to turn your house water off?
I do not, but maybe Mike Anderson
Mike
does.
Anderson knows for sure. I should have known. And we think we identified it. Brother Greg said it's that one, and I couldn't budge it. The guy comes out, Noah, turns the thing and tightens it up. 15 times stronger than I am. Kind of embarrassing. So I know that now. I know what he was doing. It was the center gasket. I did determine that. I was right. But the thing was a failure. So thank you, Freds, and thank you, Justin, and thank you, Noah.
Okay.
But it's if you do it yourself stuff, and I thought I was prepared, but the thing broke. So
yeah,
you just maybe bring towels initially.
Right.
And have a little preparation, but it's a really bad feeling when water's involved.
Right, I know.
Really bad feeling.
Because it can saturate things
Yeah,
fast.
it could be bad. So that was kind of an activity, and then Gracie was coming home with Hallie, the baby, and she got from New Orleans to Chicago, drove to Biloxi, got New Orleans, Chicago, and then the storms on the 4th of July. And they had 12 delays. It went from 4:54 to 12:28 a.m.
Oh, man, with the
At that
baby.
time, well, it wasn't working. So at 9 o'clock, she went to Nathaniel's house.
Okay.
And then Janet and I drove, because all the 4th of July, and what we were doing is I was gassing the car up, ready to go at 9 o'clock to go to O'Hare and doing all that. We did that in the morning. And so it can be an adventure. I can't tell you, it's not American Airlines' fault when you got all kinds of cells all over the middle part of the country, and the plane was in Indianapolis. They couldn't get that to Chicago. So when you have the dominoes start hitting, I don't know how it's a systems management thing, but I don't know what you do. It's just weather.
Yeah.
And it's just, I can't, I don't know. But with a baby, and she was actually perfect. She slept a lot and didn't cry once.
That's great.
Anyway, we got her home. We now have her home for a few days, and then they're going to take a little 4-day break during the All-Star break next week in Florida. But, man, I tell you, it can be active. Do-it-yourself projects, be careful. Particularly if water or electricity are involved.
Exactly.
That can be tough as well. All right, it's 7:50. We're going to check Greg's weather here coming up. 217-359-2255 on the Fisher National Bank text line. You're always welcome on that. Back in a moment.
Hey, it's Kurt with Lands Heating and Cooling. When you need a new heating and cooling system, Lands makes it easy. We measure your home, we check your ductwork, and we match you with the quiet, efficient, trained system. With Lands, you get the right system at the right price with the right installation. If your system's aging, now's the smart time to choose a high-efficiency Trane heat pump and furnace. Schedule a no-pressure, in-home consultation at landsinc.com, and remember, it's hard to stop a Trane.
Hey, it's Jeremy with Lands Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. With our Lands Comfort Family Plan, we'll visit twice a year to keep your HVAC and plumbing systems in top shape. You'll have peace of mind knowing your home is ready for the season ahead. Call Lands today at 217-355-5512 and ask about joining our Comfort Family. We service all makes and models, and Lands will keep your home comfortable all year long. Visit us anytime at landsinc.com, and remember, it's hard to stop a Trane.
Sail on down for the inaugural Yacht Rock Night on Friday, July 10th, when the Cardinals take on the Braves. With the purchase of a special theme ticket, fans will take home an exclusive Cardinals captain's hat, perfect for smooth sailing all summer long. Don't miss a pregame concert by the Yacht Rockers on the Budweiser stage. Set the vibe and cruise into the weekend. Get your tickets now at cardinals.com/theme.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Hi, I'm Tyler Weaver, president of Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery. It's time to come home to Carpet Weavers. We don't want you to just like your new floors. We want you to love them. From waterproof floors and carpet to furnitures and design advice, we've got a team of experts on your side. We'll get you the best price and the best quality products. And complete your home with furniture and accessories. Buy it all with free financing too. Come home to Carpet Weavers, where floors, furniture, and family meet.
Weather brought to you by Watts Copy Systems. If you need a free evaluation, they're happy to help with that. Call Watts Copy Systems at 217-352-0428. Weather also brought to you by Hometown Grounds, serving Mad Goat Coffee and a kids' play area. They're located in beautiful downtown Tuscola. Here's our meteorologist, Greg Solier.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity as expected. Front part of that holiday weekend, 4th of July weekend, showers and thunder anywhere between 3/4 and a bucket a quarter on the lower side, 2 to 3 in some other areas. So back into standing water mode in some fields, and of course some degree of a little more cleanup and recovery coming off spats of severe weather. Quieter spell of weather ahead this week, more rain and thunderstorm activity later on to the week. Humidity down a little bit for the day-to-day. Still some patches of fog and low clouds around this morning, and then a partly sunny balance of the day. Stray shower chance late morning and afternoon at 83, down to 65. Maybe an evening shower threat early on tonight. Tomorrow, sunny and 85. Middle 80s return with sunshine for the day on Wednesday. Back into shower and thunderstorm activity Thursday. Lesser odds on Friday. They'll wind down early Saturday. Highs of 88 on Thursday. Friday high up to about 84. Middle and upper 80s for the weekend. More hot weather early next week as we climb north of 90. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Looking for something truly unique? Discover Sweet Petunia at the Tuscola Mall, where vintage charm meets modern style. With over 100 vendors and consigners across 16,000 square feet, you'll find antiques, collectibles, home decor, and one-of-a-kind furniture you won't see anywhere else. It's bright, clean, organized, and surprisingly affordable. From timeless treasures to seasonal finds, there's always something new waiting for you. Come explore Sweet Petunia in the Tuscola Mall. Your next favorite piece is already here.
Hi, this is Sarah Smith with Philo Exchange Bank. Our commitment to serving customers continues to grow with our new Tolono branch. For over 140 years, we've delivered hometown community banking that you can trust. And when it comes to loans, your decisions stay local, made by local lenders who know our community. Visit us at 411 North Long Street in Tolono, right on Route 45.
Philo Exchange Bank, hometown community banking since 1883. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Craving something delicious and a place to kick back? Hit the road to Roadrunner Station in Camargo. They're serving up handmade wood-fired pizzas that are bursting with flavor in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere. Bring the whole crew, enjoy the bar, check out the gaming room, and make a night of it. And you've got to try their specialty pizzas, like the fully loaded Everything But the Tractor, or the sweet and savory Hawaiian Hitchhiker. Great pizza, great vibes, and great times at Roadrunner Station in Camargo.
Yep, 5 till. Got the news here at the top of the hour. Another hour to go here. We do have Cardinals in Milwaukee. They'll be playing 5 times this week. They have a doubleheader makeup tomorrow along with the regular. They don't do doubleheaders like they used to.
Mm-hmm.
They get you in there, clear you out, and do it again. What?
So I think I saw 1:15, and in the 6 o'clock hour, we'll have those games here on ESPN 93.5.
Milwaukee is one of the best teams in baseball. So, again, I think, Cardinals I expected to win 2 and lose 4 at Atlanta, at Chicago. They won 4 and lost 2. I thought 500 at 7-7 on the last 14 before the break was outstanding for St. Louis, and looks like they have a real shot to beat that. Cardinals are 4-2 right now, but 5 with Milwaukee, 3 with Atlanta. These are two of the best teams. So see how you can do at home. The Cardinals, interestingly, have been better on the road than at home. They have a better winning record on the road than they do in St. Louis. I don't
That's
get that.
great.
Don't quite understand all of that. Okay, so the news will be next. We'll come back with a whole nother hour of the program. Stand by for that on this July 6th, and it is it's going to go fast.
Yes, it is.
And
summer's only a month left of summer vacation.
And again, with high school games starting August, 10. I mean, because they got playoff structures, so starting super early, super hot. So all that stuff's in motion.
Mm-hmm.
Brad Underwood enjoyed some of the John Deere. Brad Underwood, I mentioned, I saw him playing the Pro-Am. I saw some of the swings. He's got a very nice athletic swing.
Right.
Looks like a very, very good golfer if he ever had time to play. He plays a little in the summer.
And didn't Tyler work as his caddy?
Tyler Underwood was his caddy.
And he's been tapped recently for the Ties and Tennies Gala supporting the Champaign Park District in September.
And I told him I told him he's now on the map.
Mm-hmm.
He's now not just an assistant coach. He's Illinois'
and he's married off and everything inside the last few months.
Yeah, and Brad Underwood actually stayed and watched, I think, the opening round for some of the Illini guys. So he was in Silvis, and a lot of people were ILLing him.
That's right.
And saying all those good things about the Illini. Usually there's a good crowd at the John Deere for Illinois. Steve Stricker used to win that thing all the time, former Illini. But there's a great orange and blue presence in that PGA golf tournament. All right, news coming up. Whole lot more in just a few moments. It's ESPN 93.5. That's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
I'm Stevie J. It's coming up on 7:58. The news will be next.
Jesse Stevens with Lands Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. One of the most common questions we hear is, why does this line keep backing up? Clearing the drain fixes the symptom, but there's often an underlying issue. At Lands, we clear the line, then run a camera to help confirm what's behind the problem. You decide what to do next with confidence. Call 355-5512 for Lands Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Why call anyone else?
Looking for bold flavor and a good time just down the road? Head to Smoke and Shine Moonshine Bar and Grill on Route 45 in Tolono, where the food is slow smoked and the fun comes easy. Sink your teeth into tender brisket, juicy pulled pork, mouth-watering wings, and smash burgers done right. And don't miss what locals call the best patty melt around. Pair it all with one of their 28 flavors of moonshine. Happy hours from 3 to 5 and catch live music every Saturday night. For more updates and their full menu, like Smoke and Shine on Facebook. Hey golf cart shoppers, tired of the same old golf cart shopping experience? Come over to Midwest Carts in Tuscola, Illinois, where customers rave about unbeatable pricing, massive selection, and full service done right. As the largest Denago golf cart dealer in Illinois, they've got premium new models plus 20 to 30 quality used carts ready to roll at any time. And the best part? Free delivery on new carts anywhere in Illinois or Indiana. Midwest Carts, Tuscola, Illinois. Find them at mwcarts.com.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
HOME, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end.
We don't have any HOMEs on record.
Your Erie agent in Champaign is Thomas & Ellers Insurance. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Will they go with the flow? I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. Team USA hopes to have star striker Flo Balogun playing in their World Cup soccer match against Belgium tonight in Seattle. His suspension for stepping on an opponent's ankle in the last match is lifted after a phone call to FIFA's president from President Trump. Now there's an appeal from Belgium to have it reinstated.
Flo got the red card in the last game. That in football means an automatic one-match ban. So at that point, he was not able to play tonight. Then they reversed that decision, suspending the suspension in effect and saying, yes, he is free to play tonight. The Belgian team then lodged a protest. They said they were astonished and they were looking at all available options. And now this morning, we hear that FIFA is giving both Belgium and US soccer federations to lodge their claims as to why their view of this should be the one that FIFA follows through with.
Fox's Jonathan Hunt's in Seattle, where the match starts at 11 hours with or without Flo Balogun. The 6-day funeral procession for Iran's supreme leader, killed on the first day of U.S.-Israel airstrikes, is in the capital, Tehran, today.
Ayatollah Ali Khamenei and 4 of his family members are being mourned during the biggest day of a week of huge memorial ceremonies for the 86-year-old cleric. Mourners hurled stones at a billboard showing President Trump with a bullet aimed at his head, saying, quote, "The U.S. killed our father." Others held red placards with the English words, "Kill Trump," in black letters.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. At least 18 people are reported killed, with dozens more injured in Russian missile and drone strikes in and around Kyiv, Ukraine. Ukraine's President Zelensky is expected to meet with President Trump at the NATO summit starting tomorrow in Ankara, Turkey, and Zelensky wants more U.S. Patriot interceptors to shoot down Russian missiles. There's a shortage made worse by the military operation against Iran. America's listening to Fox News.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual-active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolaids spells powerful relief. 1,500 milligrams is our highest amount of antacid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-889-5566. That's 800-889-5566.
Nearly 500,000 homes and businesses are still without power from weekend storms. Fox Weather's Britta Merwin.
We are looking at a hot spot in Texas and Oklahoma. The bulk of this power loss is in the Northeast and the Great Lakes, where we've seen these powerful storms each and every day. So we still have a wide-stretching flood watch. Today, a lot of folks getting a break from the heat, but these afternoon thunderstorms and even the storms that are going to happen this morning are going to train over the same areas. So flash flooding, a big concern.
And Super Typhoon Bobby's been hitting 2 U.S. territories in the Pacific, Guam and Roatan in the northern Mariana Islands. The FAA and Chicago police are investigating how fireworks hit a plane coming in for a landing Saturday night.
The Delta flight, an Airbus A319, was struck by a fireworks mortar while descending into Chicago Midway Airport on the 4th of July. 52 passengers and 6 crew members were on board at the time. No injuries were reported. Chicago police say the mortar caused minor damage. Delta flight 1076 landed safely. Deborah Valentine, Fox News.
The World Cup's round of 16 got started over the weekend. Fox's Greg Thompson with the recap.
After 8 straight trips to the World Cup quarterfinals, Brazil was eliminated in the round of 16 for the first time since 1990, losing to Norway 2-1 behind a pair of late goals from Erling Haaland, which sent his country to the final 8 for the first time ever. Meanwhile, France, which was runner-up in 2022 and won it all in 2018, is heading back to the quarterfinals, beating Paraguay 1-0 as Kylian Mbappe scored his 7th goal of the tournament. As for the host nations, it was a rough weekend, with 2 of the 3 getting eliminated. Canada blanked 3-0 by Morocco on Saturday, and Mexico falling to England 3-2 on Sunday.
That leaves the U.S. as the only host country left, playing Belgium today at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 Eastern in Seattle. And again, our top story, Belgium is appealing FIFA's decision to let U.S. star Flo Balogun play in the match. His 1-game suspension lifted after a phone call from President Trump to FIFA's president. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Champaign Park District says attendance higher than expected for its 4th of July weekend programs, including Saturday's daytime activities at Centennial Park. Staff reporting steady crowds throughout the afternoon despite warm temps. No major incidents were reported. Organizers say the weekend marked one of the strongest holiday turnouts. Well, Illinois State Police charging 2 people in connection to the Plainfield man whose remains were found in Lake Mattoon Sunday night. Boaters found an arm floating in the water, identified later as 38-year-old Dale Wayne Turner. Just after the discovery, 26-year-old James Adams and 62-year-old Robin Turner identified as suspects. Urbana Fire responding to a garage fire in East California Avenue Sunday morning. Crews got there within 20 minutes, preventing it from spreading to the home. No injuries reported. Investigators say the fire does appear accidental, possibly linked to electrical equipment stored inside. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Yeah, I signed the NDA, so I can't tell you solely what the
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding.
Because obviously I was invited, so obviously I went.
Madison Square Garden.
I can't say much about it. Can you say anything? Did you read anything in the NDA? I saw you over in the left side.
Me?
No.
Who, me?
Greg.
Greg's
the top weather meteorologist in America. You had to get an invite.
No, I wouldn't want to step foot anywhere. No, sorry.
I mean, it was interesting. No. They just had this wall of security, big old, I don't know if they were curtains or actual wall, but they had to go on 100.
Did they sell out the place?
It's only 1,000 people. No, it's 1,000.
1,000 people.
Oh, okay.
And see, they were bringing all this drapery and stuff like that to make it seem a little tighter.
I wonder if they did do the wedding vows, and there were some thoughts that they weren't going to do that there, but they ended up doing it, and apparently it's leaking out that she sang and he made him cry, including her.
That's right, but was nervous and when Travis was doing his vows, and yes.
So anyway, when will we ever know? Is this going to be pay-per-view? How do we do this?
I don't know.
Edited pay-per-view after the fact. See Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I mean, obviously the biggest couple in the world from the standpoint of recognition, I would think.
Right.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Hidden under a veil of mystery, it says in this story.
Oh, they'll make up for that when the NFL season and every camera shot goes to her in the up in the suite or something. So
they actually cut that back because too many guys go. Yeah,
it's me. I'm leading the pack with that. I don't care who's there. So.
The musician's brother Austin Swift was the man of honor instead of the maid of honor. So
wow.
So that was an unusual twist.
You can do anything you want at your wedding.
Absolutely.
Yep. Okay, meteorologist Greg Solier has called the weekend right down the middle. Exactly what you said. Pop-up stuff, have other plans, those kinds of things. Timed out pretty well for here.
I'm glad that, yes. Yeah. So others weren't so fortunate, but at least here locally, things worked out for getting some of the festivities off and launched.
All right, our weather brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
Neighborhood Nights, July 8th from 6:30 to 8 at the Lake House at Crystal Lake Park in Urbana will spotlight the blues music of the Painkillers. It's going to be awesome. Show up on Wednesday night. I always have prizes in my pocket. UrbanaParks.org.
All right, check your weather. Meteorologist Greg Solier. What's our week look like, my friend?
Well, a typical summertime fare here these days after the 4th. Still lots of sun up and sundown time and all that. Don't fret, don't panic. Still lots of summertime in the weather guys' pockets around here. And that will include some heat. That'll get going here late in the weekend and return early to mid next week as the hot ridge moving to the west for now moves back in our general direction. And that will help to trigger probably some mid and late week rains across the area again. If you were shortchanged on what was generally speaking 3/4 to $1.25, some spots as much as 2 or 3 inches where you got a couple of 2 or 3 rounds, but the biggest corridor extended from about the middle and upper Illinois River area around Streeter and from there up to DeKalb and from there northeast into Chicago and Chicagoland at 3 to as much as 8 inches. That was a world of hurting cancellations out there for the holiday. But in the meantime, out the door this morning, still kind of some low-hanging clouds and a couple of misty sprinkles in the air at 70 now, 71 at Danville, 69 over Bloomington normal. Humidity down, not completely dry air like we talked about, but more seasonal dew points and temperatures as skies turn partly sunny as the day progresses. Should top out this afternoon across the area. Generally speaking, right around seasonal norms. That would put us somewhere up and around about 83, 84 this afternoon. May trigger a stray late morning or mid to late afternoon shower that'll extend into this evening, but spotty coverage at best. Down to a low of 65 tonight. Maybe a little ground fog tomorrow. And Wednesday morning, but otherwise sunshine the rule. 85 tomorrow, 86 Wednesday, Thursday high up to 88 with a couple of showers, thunderstorms breaking out. Best coverages will be here Thursday night into Friday early and late with a high near 84. That stuff should move out with slightly drier air on Saturday with a high near 85. Partly sunny skies. Then the heat and humidity get going over Sunday at 88 there and low to mid 90s returning for Monday and Tuesday of next week. For Steve Day Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soldier.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much. Actually, Diane Ducey was invited to that wedding, but she had the committee for the 4th of July.
Right. She
and you turned him down. You're the only one.
Priority, Stevie.
The only one I see on the list that turned it down is Diane.
That would have been a blast and so interesting to be a fly on the wall at the Taylor and Travis wedding, but I'm glad it went off without a hitch, it seems like.
Well, hearing information, we don't have any video, audio that was banned, no phones allowed, all that stuff. Well, it's Chloe Folks. She's Urbana police detective and involved with the Special Olympics. Chloe, you're probably invited to that wedding. I think you're
I wish.
Big timer. Can you imagine going to that? And then they had 1,000 people play games?
That's right.
How do you do that?
Various games. They had food from the New York City restaurants.
You guys played Duck, Duck, Goose, Goose over here.
I'm not sure. They said you could win various raffles, including multiple designer bags. They featured a 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle storied car that the couple rode together in their first date.
Oh, wow.
So the attendees were able to win some of these prizes. Some of the attendees, including Tom Hanks and Jennifer Lopez.
How does that work, though?
Fergie,
if
Selena,
you're going on a first date and you're
Gomez.
Taylor Swift, do you have somebody follow you?
I don't know.
Do we know him well enough? I mean, really, there's logistics issues. All the people that, apparently knew Taylor or Travis, I imagine a lot of football players, a lot of beefy, bulky people in suits. But no, it would have been interesting to see it. I wish they would have edited, and maybe they will edit something to release.
Right.
I mean, it's called sharing.
I mean, you think about Princess Diana and her wedding.
I would say not quite that level, but it was up there.
Yeah.
As far as intrigue.
Right.
They had it on TV, there'd have been a lot of people watching.
Absolutely.
There'd have been a lot of people tuned into that. All right, pickleball with a purpose. Urbana Police Detective Chloe Folks, why are you, Chloe, involved in Special Olympics? Part of the job, or you have a heart for this?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
I am the liaison for Special Olympics at our police department. So I'm kind of like the messenger between coordinating events with Special Olympics Illinois and then our police department. But yeah, I have a heart for this. I love working with kids of all ages, all special needs. I think it's so fun just to watch the smile on their face when we do anything as a part of these events.
A long time ago, somebody said they love the love.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. We all love the love.
Absolutely.
But Special Olympics loves the love.
And for Special Olympics Illinois to provide year-round sports training and athletic competitions for free for those with intellectual and developmental disabilities. It's the power of sports, finding joy and confidence that you're really supporting with the law enforcement torch run. Mm-hmm. And this pickleball with a purpose is excellent idea. When is it happening, Chloe?
This is happening Saturday, July 25th.
Okay, where is
benefiting
it?
Special Olympics and where?
So this is going to be at the Centennial Park Pickleball Complex off of John Street in Champaign.
All right, so you can enter, and you'll have two divisions, the fun group and the people that get mad group. Or, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we have a little bit of a beginner's group, more an advanced group. I know how serious people take their pickleball.
I mean, the advanced ones spin it and everything in their hand like a tennis racket. I mean, they're very, very serious about it, and they have headbands and things like that.
Yeah, bring the sweatbands.
No, listen, that's great, and they'll have fun. And there's not very many that I've heard of pickleball tournaments opportunities to show that you play a lot and you want to play.
Right.
Yeah.
And you've got some rewards for people who come out on top?
Oh, yeah. We have medals for the 3 top teams on both the beginners and the little novice team. So
I would probably approach this like a cruise, It should be like a cruise. Have fun. Know you're doing something that's really neat. And you're helping Special Olympics, $50 a person.
Yeah, $50 a person, $100 a team. That gets you into participating in the tournament, and it gets you a T-shirt.
And so there's different categories, advanced and beginners.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So where do we get more information to be part of Pickleball with a Purpose on Saturday, July 25th?
Yeah, we have flyers that we are posting out. We also have a Facebook page right now. So if you scan the QR code on here, that'll take you to our Facebook page where there's a link to sign up and register for the tournament.
Under Special Olympics Facebook, have they just search it? What would they search?
Pickleball with a Purpose.
Okay, Pickleball with a Purpose, easy enough. And do you have a limit of how many you can take?
There's no limit right now. So far, we're lacking on teams. We have a lot of good sponsors, but we're lacking on participants. So we really encourage anyone, age group, or skill level to just give it a try and participate.
Are you going to have age breakouts or no?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. Devin Watkins with Champaign Police also helping you with Urbana Police. Chloe, folks, thanks for putting this together at Centennial Park. That's at 2203 West John Street, coming up Saturday, July 25th.
Everybody likes a lot of people playing pickleball. It's hard to get a court.
Do you play, Chloe?
I dabble.
Okay.
Get it over the
I'd
net.
be in the advanced, not the advanced. I'd be in the beginners. Group, that's for sure.
Well, you'll know who the advanced people are when they unzip their little packets where they keep their racket.
Yeah, we're going to provide paddles for people, but I'm sure the advanced group will bring their own.
No,
and that's okay. I won't take offense to that.
Yeah, supposed to have some laughs, have some fun.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, Pickleball with a Purpose, benefiting Special Olympics Illinois, Saturday, July 25th. Again, you can go to Facebook, look up Pickleball with a Purpose. You'll see it. Enter, have some fun on that day, and not going to take super long unless you keep winning.
Right. We got raffle prizes. We have T-shirts. So come out. You can watch for free.
Spectators are okay.
Yes, of course.
Spectators could donate a little if they felt like
Absolutely. We also have some amazing sponsors already, but we're looking for more. So
Well, this is a good break for the police who work so hard every day to protect and serve. So, Chloe, good work.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
Detective for Urbana Police and also very active with Pickleball with a Purpose, the liaison, Chloe Folks. We'll be right back.
Looking for something truly unique? Discover Sweet Petunia at the Tuscola Mall, where vintage charm meets modern style. With over 100 vendors and consigners across 16,000 square feet, you'll find antiques, collectibles, home decor, and one-of-a-kind furniture you won't see anywhere else. It's bright, clean, organized, and surprisingly affordable. From timeless treasures to seasonal finds, there's always something new waiting for you. Come explore Sweet Petunia in the Tuscola Mall. Your next favorite piece is already here.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Getting new siding and windows is a part of good home maintenance, and it's also a way to improve your home's value and curb appeal. Kramer offers preservation siding and windows in lots of styles and colors. Shutters and trim will complete the look, and our online design tool will help you try before you buy. So start today and save 25%.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Fighting Illini football family flex plans are on sale now. Get 3 games bundled under one plan, including home opponents UAB or SIU, Oregon, and Nebraska or Iowa. After selling out season tickets 2 years in a row and the most wins in back-to-back seasons, the Illini are gearing up for an even bigger 2026. Lock in your tickets to the biggest games of the year under one affordable bundle, the Family Flex Plan, at fightingillini.com.
What is most important to you in your life? This is Eric Bolin with Provident Financial Group. Whether you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients like you realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Cubs beat the Cardinals yesterday, final game of that series.
Yes.
Boy, the crowd was just overflowing at Wrigley Field. Oh, 4th of July weekend.
That's right.
And soccer tonight, and the kids playing. The red card was overturned or at least suspended. So the guy that got the red card is supposed to play tonight, although Belgium has appealed the appeal.
Right.
Heading out for a safe summer getaway, keep track of your finances while you're on the road has never been easier thanks to Busey's new digital banking platform. Designed with you in mind, Busey's digital banking gives you more control, flexibility than ever before. With an intuitive dashboard, streamlined navigation, and built-in support, you'll enjoy a digital banking experience that is simple, secure, and reliable. At a glance, views if you're available, just look it up. Current balance up to 20 accounts, recent transactions across all accounts. You got payment management through bill pay, card management, transaction alert settings, quick settings, to important functions like card controls. It's all there. You can maintain control of your finances, keep your accounts safe with Busey even while on the road. Busey.com, you can get a ton of information and all kinds of little areas to go to learn a bunch. Call them at 800-67-BUSEY, or you can always stop by one of the many convenient locations today. Busey Bank since 1868. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. We'll check your Fox Business, see what's going on in this after this nice long weekend that we hope you enjoyed. Some people, I guess, could take the day off today. You get a day because it's on Saturday. It's 8:20, ESPN 93.5. We'll be right back.
I'm Taylor Riggs, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Tech shares are jumping, recovering ground after last week's sell-off. Chipmaker SK Hynix is preparing to launch its stock on the NASDAQ. The South Korean tech company plans to raise more than $28 billion, one of the biggest launches in history. The stock's expected to debut on Friday. Samsung, which makes everything from kitchen appliances to cell phones, is expected to update investors tomorrow on how its quarter is going. Amazon, Walmart, Target, and Best Buy have already rolled out back-to-school promotions much earlier than usual, turning what used to be a late summer shopping event into a longer summer sales season. Amazon's Prime Day event held last month, now considered the unofficial kickoff to back-to-school shopping. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda, invested in you.
Most investments today feel like second jobs. Real estate, you're a landlord. Stocks, you're a day trader. Crypto, you're a full-time researcher. You've got a life to live. Your investment should help you live it. That's why more Americans are choosing gold. Noble Gold has helped thousands protect their future with real physical gold. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com to get your free wealth protection kit. That's noblegoldinvestments.com. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. Investing in precious metals, including gold, involves risks. Consult with your tax attorney or financial professional before making an investment decision.
Let your local Farmers Insurance agent Michael Rumsey put his experience to work for you. Michael Rumsey proudly serves Champaign County families and businesses and is ready to review your existing policies or provide a no-obligation quote today. Call Michael Rumsey at 217-363-3030 to get smarter about your insurance. Again, that's Michael Rumsey at 217-363-3030. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Everyone knows that when you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize a used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR. Here's the deal. When you combine State Farm home and auto insurance, you save an average of $889. State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is ready to help you combine home and auto and save right here in Champaign-Urbana. Call 352-1411 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
Okay, it's 8:23, so Chicago has lost another business. Got this report online.
Illinois Insider Mark Hespin here at the Capitol building, and as the 4th of July nears, some bad news for the state of Illinois. Another major employer has announced it is moving its headquarters out of the land of Lincoln. Do It Best Group recently announced it will relocate True Values headquarters from Chicago to Fort Wayne, Indiana. The announcement marks the latest in a series of high-profile departures in Illinois under Governor Pritzker. Major companies including Caterpillar, Boeing, Morton Salt, Tyson Foods, and Citadel have all left while the governor has been in office and moved their headquarters out of the state of Illinois, raising continued concerns about Illinois' business climate and long-term economic competitiveness. Now, Senate Republicans continue to advance legislation aimed at improving Illinois' competitiveness, encouraging investment, and keeping businesses and jobs in the state of Illinois, like Senate Bill 3786, which would create a legacy tax credit to encourage businesses that are already headquartered in Illinois to remain and continue to invest in Illinois. That legislation hasn't moved anywhere in the Democratic-led Senate, and another business is on its way out of the land of Lincoln.
That's too bad, man. And remember when Johnny said about a month ago, who's going to make up for all this? Be the billionaires like us, Diane. Because it's coming down to the people that are left.
That's right.
And that means you pay more taxes. The tax burden in Illinois has gotten incredibly worse under Pritzker, but you're not going to hear about it. Right? Nobody's going to report that.
Oh, boy.
Khrushchev, Nikita Khrushchev was the leader of the Soviet Union back in the day, back around the John Kennedy Cuban Missile Crisis, all that stuff. It was Nikita Khrushchev. Do you know what he said 60 years ago?
What did he say?
Let me give you what Nikita Khrushchev said 60 years ago about the United States of America. Your children's children will live under communism. You Americans are so gullible. No, you won't accept communism outright, but we will keep feeding you small doses of socialism until you will finally wake up and find you already have communism. We will not have to fight you. We will so weaken your economy until you fall like overripe fruit into our hands. The democracy will cease to exist when you take away from those who are... Listen to this. The democracy will cease to exist when you take away from those who are willing to work and give to those who would not. That was September 29 of 1959, 67 years ago. Nikita Khrushchev delivered his prediction for America at the United Nations. Remember the television coverage of him banging his shoe on the podium? At that time, just the word communism was feared throughout our nation. Socialism leads to communism. How do you create a socialistic state? There are 8 levels of control. Healthcare. Control healthcare and you control the people. Poverty. Increase the poverty level as high as possible. Poor people are easier to control, will not fight back if you're providing everything for them. Debt. Increase the debt to an unsustainable level. That way you are able to increase taxes, and this will produce more poverty. Number 4, gun control. Remove the ability to defend themselves from the government the way you are able to create a police state. Welfare. Take control of every aspect, food, housing, income of their lives, because they will make them fully dependent on the government. Education. Take control of what people read, listen to, and take control of what children learn in school. And religion. Remove the belief in God from the government and schools, because the people need to believe in only the government knowing what is best for the people. And class warfare. Divide the people into wealthy and the poor. Eliminate the middle class. This will cause more discontent, and it'll be easier to tax the rich with the support of the poor. Does this all sound familiar?
Sounds scary.
Every single one of these, right?
Right. It's kind of like that Paul Harvey prediction.
1965.
Of the devil or whatever.
Yeah.
And
if I were the devil. He said, if I were the devil, the conclusion was I'd just keep doing what I'm doing.
Right.
Because we're slipping into all of this. We've gone for so much that doesn't make sense, and we're continuing. It seems to be on steroids right now. Where we're getting people that aren't afraid to disavow socialism and or communism, and they're being more forward about it, and they've got more poor people, and you got people on the streets with drugs that don't know better, that know nothing. You're taking away from people who are willing to work and giving it to people who aren't. That's a bad formula. I'm going to hold on to this and maybe read this later in the week. I've got to let that digest a little bit. That's crazy.
Well, here we are coming off of America's 250 and our big party. I was expecting a little more optimism.
Well, we got to be careful. If you don't pay attention, things can go away. People think, oh, we're solid. No, we're not at all. Stuff can go away pretty quickly. You see how quickly things have changed and evolved around us, and the people that aren't afraid to say what they are, and they're anti-Jew, anti-Semitic, all that stuff. Unbelievable, blatant. How do we allow that? And I think we've lost the media for the most part because you just don't hear about stories that you ought to hear about.
We need the watchdog.
Oh, my gosh. All right, back in a moment. Another half hour to go. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Morning.
It is 8:29.
Hi, Ellen Hook here, owner of your local Ashley. It's the Stars and Stripes event at Ashley, happening now through July 6th, and it's our biggest offer of the year. Save 15% off bedrooms, 20% off dining rooms, and a massive 30% off living room furniture. Plus, take an additional 50% off clearance items throughout the store. If you've been waiting to upgrade your home, now is the time. The savings are huge, but this event won't last long. The Stars and Stripes event now through July 6th at Ashley, 602 West Anthony Drive. Ashley, this is home.
I've got to clean out this garage. Let's see. What's the cheapest and easiest dumpster service in our area?
Here's what I found. The doggy bag.
Think she's broken. I'm not looking for takeout. Siri, try again.
The doggy bag from Bulldog Disposal in Mahomet.
Doggy bag? What's that?
If you got junk that needs to go, but you don't want the hassle of having an enormous dumpster delivered, grab a doggy bag, keep it as long as you need. They'll come take it away. For more information, just visit bulldoggybag.com.
That's bulldoggybag.com.
Looking for a warm, welcoming place to relax in Tuscola? Stop by Hometown Grounds, where great coffee and great company come together. They're proudly serving Mad Goat coffee, so you can enjoy a rich, delicious cup while catching up with friends. And if you've got kids, no problem. There's a special play area where they can have fun and you sit back and relax. Hometown Grounds is a gathering place for the whole community and perfect for meetings. Come see what everyone's talking about in Tuscola. Visit hometowngroundscoffee.com and plan your visit today.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. President Trump rings the opening bells of the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ to herald the Trump savings accounts for American babies. Launching a very busy week, he heads for Turkey later for the NATO summit with allies who are not helpful on Iran. While the streets of Iran echo with death to America chants at their extended July 4th funeral for the Ayatollah killed in the U.S.-Israel airstrikes. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu tells Fox.
I think that if the Iranian people were given a chance, they'd throw these bums out. And I think we have to recognize that. They are not America's friend, and we should not let them have nuclear weapons.
Accused Charlie Kirk assassin Tyler Robinson in his Provo, Utah preliminary hearing today. America is listening to Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Public libraries and public schools across central Illinois getting $1.25 million upgrades. Money's part of the Illinois Secretary of State's Public Library Per Capita and Equalization Aid Grants, Security and Construction Grants, and School Library Grants Program. Farmer City Raceway hosting its annual Fan Appreciation Night Friday, drawing large crowds for extended racing events and a late-night fireworks show. Gates open at 4 with racing continuing past sunset. Before those fireworks capped off a fun night, organizers said, noting strong attendance and smooth operations. Champaign police say officers were called to the 300 block of North Neal Street early Saturday after reports of a large disturbance involving several individuals leaving nearby bars. No serious injuries reported, but officers issued multiple citations for disorderly conduct. They say the increased patrols downtown through the holiday weekend were due to higher foot traffic. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Thank you, Jim. Our weather with meteorologist Greg Solier, brought to you by Route 45 Wayside Sunday Fun Day. Now this Sunday, July 14, it's Lady Luck from 1 to 4 Sunday afternoon. Route 45 Wayside, fun place to go on a Sunday afternoon. Check your weather now. Here's our meteorologist, Greg Solway, with a look at our week.
Well, again, everyone, let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign-Urbana vicinity. Hopefully you made it through A-OK, and the barrage of thunderstorm activity over the front part of the holiday weekend. 3/4 to a bucket a quarter on the lower side, but many locales at 1 to 2 and some pockets of close to 3 inches on some of those repetitive outbreaks of showers and thunderstorms. They still linger, or at least will do so later on this morning in a real spotty coverage basis this afternoon as well. Highs up to 83. Humidity down a few notches. That'll help with a light north wind. Lingering shower chance this evening. Partly cloudy in the overnight, 65. Maybe a fog patch tomorrow morning, as we're seeing in some areas early on this morning. With sunshine tomorrow at 85 with a light northeast wind. 60s tomorrow night, mostly sunny, 86 on Wednesday. Second half of the week, back into chasing widely scattered showers and thunderstorms Thursday. Better odds Friday. They'll wind down Saturday. High temperatures in the upper 80s on Thursday. Friday high of 84. And largely dry weather for the weekend with high temperatures into the 80s. For CBT Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solke.
It's worth talking about that you have these Trump accounts. Why in the world, if you've got kids or grandkids, wouldn't you take $1,000?
Absolutely. It looks like to date, more than 6 million Trump accounts have been opened for children under age 18, and 1.4 million will receive the much-touted $1,000 federal pilot contribution for newborns. So just take note of this. It's an online search away. The Trump accounts, a new federal savings and investment vehicle for children, went live on July 4th.
Okay, I love it. I think it's great. You just make sure you don't forget to do that. But again, it's for folks born in 25 through 28?
Right. And they are like traditional IRAs in that money in the account will grow tax deferred. And so they'll have this growth period, which encompasses the first 18 years of the child's life.
But listen, you put that in. Start with 1,000, and put whatever you can in there, and do it regularly, and you're going to have a whole lot of money at 18 years old based on how much you're putting in. Just be a lot more, and anything helps, doesn't it?
And as far as this one-time federal pilot contribution, the child must be born between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2028.
Okay. All right. Boy, it's a nice big window. A whole bunch of babies.
U.S. citizen, valid security number.
I wonder if the people with TDS will do that. I wonder with the people that just can't stand Donald Trump. For your child, don't you take the money?
Right.
No, I bet they.
It's kind of seed money.
I bet they don't. The hardcore folks won't do it. Okay, fine. We will. All right, I want you to hear a couple of clips I have from some right-wing people. This guy's name. Listen to the content now. This is a right-winger, William Jefferson Clinton. Have you heard of him?
Yes, I have.
Very right-wing.
All Americans, not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country, are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country.
What happened?
The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more, by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens. In the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes, to better identify illegal aliens in the workplace, as recommended by the commission headed by former Congresswoman Barbara Jordan. We are a nation of immigrants, but we are also a nation of laws. Yep. It is wrong and ultimately self-defeating for a nation of immigrants to permit the kind of abuse of our immigration laws.
Can you imagine? Bill Clinton would not be elected today. Bill Clinton wouldn't get out of the primary today.
With those kind of statements?
No way. He's a right-winger, just like Barack Obama was.
One of the central components of immigration reform is enforcement, and this bill contains a number of important provisions to beef up border security. But that's not enough. Real enforcement also means drying up the pool of jobs that encourages illegal immigration, and that can only happen if employers don't hire illegal workers. Unfortunately, our current employer enforcement system does little to nothing to deter illegal immigrants from finding work. Just a few statistics. Overall, the number of workplace arrests of illegal immigrants fell from 17,552 in 1997 to 451 in 2002.
Yes, that's young Republican Barack Obama. Obviously, he's Republican because he wouldn't be elected today either unless he acquiesced. You have to be anti-Semitic. You have to want all the things Mandami wants. You can take care of your health care. Make sure you have a lot of debt. Of course, guns are gone. Check, 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 check. No, this is where we are. Bill Clinton won 2 elections easily. Well, I shouldn't say easily. 42%, 48% or something. Wasn't even 50%. But he won. He wouldn't win today. I don't think Obama, unless he went out there and started talking socialism, I just don't think you're going to do it anymore. I just don't think they're too loud now. It's one thing to have Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. It's another thing to have Zavran Mandami. This is a socialist / communist. And I know, I go to the mall. Sorry. I do not think many people would have any idea what that means. How many out of 10? 2?
Maybe.
Maybe not. I'm sorry. We've not done what we needed to do with education to learn a little bit from the past. Remember, those that forget history are destined to repeat it.
Yeah.
So we are in a really important time of severe understanding. Sounds good when you got nothing and they'll give you everything. Sounds real good. Because what do you have to do? Nothing. That isn't good. Because if you don't have to do anything, you won't. Forget about your purpose and waking up every day to do something that has a real positive effect on your fellow human. I just think we're slipping a lot. That's Bill Clinton and Barack Obama talking like that. They wish that would go away. Of course, Bill might say, I wouldn't do what Biden did. Yeah, we didn't do that. But you wouldn't win. It's going to take all the people that are, the Joe Manchins, the Rahm Emanuel, who's Barack Obama's guy, and he's considered kind of middle now, maybe leaning right. That's how far left they've gone. Are we going to allow it? Is this Graham Plattner going to win in Maine? You're going to put a senator like that in the Senate? Now there are 13 Democrats that have finally stood up and said, we ain't doing that. Enough, tipping point. 13 Democrats. So if Hakeem Jeffries, who probably won't even, he'll probably get reelected, but maybe not. He's not going to be Speaker of the House. He is a moderate. What? Yeah. The Mandami class is a whole different bunch. This is an illumination over the last 12 months of where a lot of people that are winning these very deep, dark blue areas of the country, granted. But don't fall asleep on this because it's... You're going to wake up and say, I can't do what? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? 217-359-2255. You're always welcome in the Fisher National Bank text line. But it is eye-opening, some of the things that are there, and just the way they sounded. These are hardcore liberals. Bill Clinton and Obama, they're liberals, but they don't sound that liberal. And they'd be embarrassed by their language from back then. 20 years ago or whatever, 30 years ago for Bill Clinton.
I think it sounds good. We're a country of laws.
Well, yeah. But have you noticed in the last
wrong with that?
In the last decade? Well, remember when the Supreme Court said something, Mamdani says, I'm not going to honor that. No way, not here. Well, what are you going to do? You can't do that. Send federal troops into New York City? I mean, we are a country of laws, and we all kind of agree to that. But now we need to scrap everything because of our horrible past. Our racist and bigoted. We stole this land. So, that's kind of where we are. But I hope you had a great 250th celebration.
I was just going to say, Stevie, we're coming off of our nation's birthday, and you're a little feisty this morning.
My point is, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going with life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness.
Yes, please.
Let's keep it going with all men are created equal. We have opportunities. You know, the women in this country, look around the world and see how they're treated. You wouldn't like it. This is our advancement And remember, 1% of the slave trade was the U.S. 250 years ago. 1%. So we weren't the bad guy that created this. This is what it was back then. They had a lot of slaves. People in the world had a lot of slaves. And we ended it. Wasn't easy. Democrats didn't want to give up their slaves.
Mike's asking if we're heading to 3 parties.
I think we need 4. Then you're going to win with 38%. I don't know. I just think that this whole socialism, communism, we need a deep dive into what this means and examples of why we say that, because we have proof. Human instinct. Go along, give them everything. What do you mean we don't have the money? Well, take that away from them. Take that land. It's government land. No, it's mine. I paid for it. No, it's ours. We're taking that. That would be an awful bad feeling when you have a guy in a tank down the street saying that that's their land now.
Yes, it would.
And then we can't believe this is happening, right? I can't believe the frog in the pot didn't know it was happening. Don't let it happen. We got to be aware so we can go another 250 if that's possible. I don't know. Abraham Lincoln had said we will never lose from an outside force, but we can tear ourselves apart from within, and that's in progress. 8:44.
Rev up your Cardinals wardrobe on Friday, July 10th when the Cardinals battle the Braves. That night, fans can shift into style with the Cardinals garage-style button-up presented by Brown & Crouppen. A retro-inspired look featuring detailed stitching and a classic patch for vintage game day vibes. It's available in medium and extra large while supplies last. Gear up and take this look for a spin. Get your tickets now at cardinals.com/promotions.
This is Dustin May. See you at Busch Stadium.
Actually, I called the provider. It was just going to be a while before I could have service, and I couldn't wait, so I was recommended to Classic. Professionalism, their dependability, credibility, and the service technicians, I wouldn't ever call anybody else.
I truly believe that after people have experienced other companies and then given us a try, they can clearly see the difference.
Visit ClassicPlum.com.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have a health reminder from the CDC.
Pneumococcal vaccination is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia than adults under 50.
I don't love those odds.
Same. Look what I found. Pfizer's Prevnar 20 is proven to help protect adults against pneumococcal pneumonia and invasive pneumococcal disease in just 1 dose. And millions have already gotten it.
Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you have a severe allergy to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may lower your response. Common side effects include injection site pain and swelling, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138. Visit Prevnar20.com or talk to your doctor or pharmacist.
I'm on Prevnar20.com now, scheduling my appointment.
Good idea. And happy 50th.
All right, 846 sports headlines.
Well, the biggest headline is USA and Belgium in Seattle tonight on Fox at 7 o'clock. And after President Trump with this red card controversy called the FIFA president Gianni Infantino to review this red card. And, so far it's looking good, but Belgium has appealed. So yes. We'll see how this ongoing saga continues. And while I'm butchering names, Mihailo Petrovic.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Is deciding to go to Seton Hall and will leave our Illini. He's 23 years old player, and he has 2 years of eligibility left.
He's good. I think he'll do well for Seton Hall.
Mm-hmm. We had Chicago White Sox over Cleveland 7-6 yesterday. They'll be playing Boston tomorrow at 6:40. The Cubs came out on top 6-4 yesterday. They'll be playing Baltimore tomorrow, and you'll hear that over on US 105.9. Let's get an update on what happened with the Cardinals.
The Redbird Recap is sponsored by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Heal your home with Helitech.
With Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney, and yesterday at Wrigley Field, the Cardinals erased a 2-0 deficit on a Jordan Walker 3-run homer in the 6th inning, only to give the runs right back and then some, as 2 errors and a leadoff walk led to a 4-run 6th on the way to a Cubs 6-4 win.
3 unearned runs
did the Cardinals in. They did mount a comeback later. They were able to score a run in the 8th inning and got the tying run to the plate in the 9th inning. So they still had a lot of fight to them, but they couldn't overcome the defensive miscues that came at the wrong time.
So the Cardinals finished up their road trip yesterday, taking 2 out of 3 in Atlanta and 2 out of 3 in Chicago.
A 4-2 road trip is more than most of us thought would happen. Really well played throughout the week.
Back home to face the Milwaukee Brewers for the first game in a 5-game series over the next 4 days. It'll be Dustin May on the mound. Broadcast time tonight, 5:50. Ricky has the lineups at 6:35. I'll bring you the first pitch at 6:45.
At the John Deere Classic, Chris Gutterip came from 9 under 62 is what he finished with, but was behind like 9 shots.
5, yes. I think.
5 shots.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
9 under 62.
No, it's amazing.
There we go.
Yeah.
And had his brother Patrick on the bag. So
Patrick gets 10% of a couple of million.
There we go.
Not bad.
Out of Silvis, Illinois this weekend.
All right, there was a story about a pitcher from Miami who's only 23 years old, and he threw 7 perfect innings, had thrown 92 pitches, and the manager took him out. He had a perfect game going.
What's going on?
It's never happened in Miami Marlins history. Yuri Perez was the only 6 outs from pitching perfect game. They took him out. Removed him after retiring all 21 batters in a row. And it's about pitch count. I mean, let him go till he gives up a hit.
Of course.
But they're worried about his arm. Don't want to hurt your arm. He's only 23. Never pitched a complete game. I don't know. I'd have a hard time pulling that kid.
Right.
I'd probably say, let's, everybody would understand.
That happened just yesterday.
Yep. I think everybody would get it and say, you know what? I get it. You got to let the kid try. I mean, it just never happens. He may never set down 21 in a row again.
He did have Tommy John surgery, so.
Yeah, I know. I get it. But it's 6 outs.
Right.
Just throw strikes down the middle, let somebody hit a home run, you're winning 8-0. So you're going to win the game. But they know what they're doing, I guess.
Okay.
Just, you don't get there very easily. 10 till.
Well, we get everyone. Let's check weather. Free Central Illinois, Champaign event of vicinity. Hopefully you made it through A-OK and the barrage of thunderstorm activity over the front part of the holiday weekend. 3/4 to a bucket a quarter on the lower side, but many locales at 1 to 2 and some pockets of close to 3 inches on some of those repetitive outbreaks of showers and thunderstorms. They still linger, or at least will do so later on this morning in a real spotty coverage basis this afternoon as well. Highs up to 83. Humidity down a few notches. That'll help with a light north wind. Lingering shower chance this evening. Partly cloudy in the overnight. 65. Maybe a fog patch tomorrow morning, as we're seeing in some areas early on this morning. With sunshine tomorrow at 85 with a light northeast wind. 60s tomorrow night. Mostly sunny. 86 on Wednesday. Second half of the week back into chasing widely scattered showers and thunderstorms Thursday. Better odds Friday. They'll wind down Saturday. High temperatures in the upper 80s on Thursday. Friday high of 84. And largely dry weather for the weekend with high temperatures into the 80s. For CVT Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Soltke.
Toilet won't flush and the tub gurgles? That's usually the main sewer. Land's Drain Cleaning can clear the line and use a camera when needed to confirm what caused it. Land's Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Why call anyone else?
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Your roof is your home's best protection for the elements outside. And that's why Owens Corning Roofing is designed and tested for superior performance. Kramer is a platinum preferred contractor hand-selected by Owens Corning. So start today and get 10% off the best roofing from the best roofing professionals.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
Life is short, so why not put dessert first? At Dessert First, every day starts sweet with a delicious morning menu featuring fresh muffins, gooey cinnamon rolls, and homemade pastries. And in the afternoon, it only gets better with cookies, brownies, and rotating treats that change weekly. Got a special occasion coming up? Dessert First has you covered with custom orders including cupcakes, pies, cakes, and cookies made just the way you want them. Treat yourself today because you deserve it. Find Dessert First on Facebook for store hours and more details.
Yeah, everything worked here 4th of July, Diane. Good work.
Thank you.
No delay for the evening band, Captain Rat. I'm sure they were great.
Right.
And then Donald Trump, they were also delayed in Washington for big storms. And
with some weather.
He was on stage, I think, at 11 at night, was he?
Right.
A little bit later, maybe it was earlier. I taped some of it. I heard part of it. And here's a little what the president had to say. I thought it was great.
In Philadelphia, our founding fathers summoned the courage of giants and the wisdom of centuries to boldly proclaim these timeless truths. They declared that all men are created equal, that they are endowed with sacred, unalienable rights by the hand of our Creator, and that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. In signing their names to the roster of freedom, those 56 patriots put everything at risk, stepped onto the stage of destiny, and seized a victory for the ages, and that's what it was. And this is an evening for the ages, I believe. This
Donald
is something
Trump.
very special.
He was, I thought, very eloquent, very good. Ed Martin, our friend, pardon attorney for Donald Trump, apparently had his whole family high atop somewhere right there and said it was unbelievable. So hopefully Ed's on Wednesday this week, and we'll talk about it.
That's great.
But the fireworks were 841,000 fireworks.
Man.
And it was 354 a minute. Or a second. It was a lot.
Okay.
Johnny said it was just like unbelievable.
Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, consistent.
Well, our nation's 250th anniversary. Let's go.
Let's go and keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we will have Cardinals baseball with Milwaukee this week, 5 games, and then 3 with Atlanta before the break. I think Cubs have Baltimore coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cubbies are ahead of the Cardinals by, I think, a game and a half. But they're clearly at this moment fighting for a wild card spot. And let's see if they can make it. Get both the Cubs and Cardinals in. It'd be awesome.
That's right.
All right, Diane, thank you.
Hey, enjoy the day.
That's Diane Ducey. I am Stevie J. Thank you for listening. Meet you back tomorrow. Have a great Monday.
Discover Cast Iron Pub in downtown Tuscola. Whether it's family dinner, date night, or catching the big game, or celebrating a special event, Cast Iron Pub has something for everyone. Enjoy a third-pound pub burger, hand-cut steaks, wings, sandwiches, and specialty starters. Plus, their chef specials and dinner tasting events bring a big city dining experience to Central Illinois, drawing guests from all over. Great food, great company, and great atmosphere. Cast Iron Pub in downtown Tuscola. Find us online at castironpub.biz.
When sewer or septic trouble hits, visit Berg Sewer and Septic. Family owned and proudly serving Central Illinois, Berg specializes in sewer repair, septic service, water line repairs, sump pumps, and drainage solutions. They don't upsell, they solve the problem right the first time. From backups to breakdowns, count on Central Illinois' most trusted septic service. Berg Sewer and Septic. Dependable, honest, local. Get a second opinion you can trust. Visit bergtanksinc.com.
You've heard about the doggy bag, right? From Bulldog Disposal Muhammad, a 6 cubic yard canvas bag that can be used for easy cleanup instead of a big dumpster. The one-time use bag is now available, and you can save the delivery charge. Get the doggy bag at Do It Best Hardware in Champaign at 107 West Springfield. So fill up the bag, call Bulldog Disposal, have it disposed of, and you'll be organized. Go to bulldoggybag.com for all the details. That's bulldoggybag.com.
Looking for the perfect pair of boots? Come on down to Pard's Western Shop in Urbana. With an amazing selection that fits every style, Pard's has the perfect pair waiting for you the next time you're hitting the rodeo or stepping out in style. They've got great deals and sale prices on men's cowboy boots, girls' cowgirl boots, and kids' boots. And their friendly staff will make sure you leave with the boots you love. Pard's Western Shop, serving its customers with high-quality merchandise since 1968. Go see them today at 306 North Maple Street in Urbana.
When your vehicle needs expert care, trust 3C's Automotive Repair in Camargo. From cars and trucks to semis, they do it all, including hydraulic repairs with 7 clean professional service bays. Roadside assistance is available, and if your repair takes a little longer, enjoy a courtesy ride within 15 miles or relax next door at the Roadrunner station. Experience great service with a small town feel at the corner of Route 136 and Route 130 in Camargo. Call 3C's Automotive Repair at 217-832-2706.
Hey, it's Kurt with Lands Heating and Cooling. When you need a new heating and cooling system, Lands makes it easy. We measure your home, we check your ductwork, and we match you with the quiet, efficient Trane system. With Lands, you get the right system at the right price with the right installation. If your system's aging, now's the smart time to choose a high-efficiency Trane heat pump and furnace. Schedule a no-pressure in-home consultation at landsinc.com, and remember, it's hard to stop a Trane.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Urbana Park District's Crystal Lake Park Family Aquatic Center is open for the season. 7 days a week, you can enjoy the outdoor pool with lap swim lanes, water slide, and lots of fun things to do. Admission is $9 for residents, $13 for non-residents, and children 3 and under are free. Swim Tuesday for a discounted admission. Call 367-1544 for details about Crystal Lake Park Family Aquatic Center, or learn more at urbanaparks.org.
This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Unfortunately, there is no one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is we can help improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
It seems like the cost of everything is on the rise. But Erie Insurance can help make sure your auto insurance premium isn't one of them. Avoid rate increases with Erie Rate Lock. Even if you have a claim, your rates won't go up until you change your car, driver, or address.
Your Erie agent in Champaign is Thomas & Ellers Insurance.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Other conditions and limitations at erieinsurance.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.